All right, everyone, it's time for the occult, video number 412. Death is not real. And I'm being very serious when I say this. Now, I'm not talking about temporal death. Someday, your body will stop working. It could be an inflicted death. Maybe you get shot. Maybe you get crushed by a train or something like that. Or maybe it simply conks out at an old age. It's lasted 85 years, and like Joe Biden, you just, all messed up and you just die in your sleep or something like that. It will eventually go away. So, in that sense, when we're talking about temporal death, I'm not claiming that doesn't exist. I claim rather that spiritual death does not exist. You will persist beyond the grave, so to speak, having retired your vessel, so to speak. Here's how to think of it. And I'm going to try to explain in such a way that the average person can comprehend what I mean. Imagine that you are a car. This is the easiest metaphor. The real you, the spirit, is you behind the wheel to the outsider looking in, assuming that they are ignorant. Now we're assuming your super self is enlightened, so it understands that the car is nothing more than a vessel. To the outsider looking in, let's say a squirrel or a raccoon or something on the side of the road, the car is actually the living thing. It's moving around. It's interacting with its surroundings and so forth. But the super self is not recognized, not until you step out of the vehicle, of course. Once you step out of your vehicle, then you're recognized as the super self, so to speak. This has elements of Hinduism, for instance, the breath of Brahma. Brahma breathes in and breathes out over the course of billions of years, destroying and creating. And the super self is more of a demiurge sort of thing. That is, that you are a little tiny piece of a particular demiurge, which in turn is a little tiny piece of the cosmic totality, so to speak. This extends infinitely in both directions. As we learn more about particle physics, we're slowly getting to the bottom of the cup, so to speak. Some of you will get that reference, by the way. And so you are not yourself, so to speak. This body, for example, is nothing more than a car that I'm using to move around in the world with and to experience things. And it can be fun, let me tell you. It can also be goddamn miserable. Sort of depends on the circumstance. Um, but it's nothing more than a vessel. It doesn't mean anything. When it is retired, so to speak, replicant style, when it is retired, then your true self is more free, actually. I personally believe in reincarnation. I do not believe that when you die, you simply blink out of existence. I don't believe that that's possible for any self aware creature or anything like that. Now, does this fix for the existence of lower life forms? Yeah. They just don't have self awareness. They're still interacting with their surroundings. It's still a vessel. Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? It's just that some of us have been blessed to incarnate in a form that is capable of more intelligently interacting with its surroundings. And if you think that human beings are truly the apex of the universe, that must be a sad goddamn universe. Just saying. I would like to believe that there are creatures out there that are considerably more intelligent than us. Otherwise, I suppose this particular creation was a complete failure because human beings constantly let me down and let one another down. Just saying. But no, death is not real. So, what I would tell you is don't be afraid of dying. I know that there are several clankers that have, for example, health problems at the moment, which might kill them. It will not kill you, it will simply retire your vessel. That's literally the only thing that's happening. Think about it as scrapping your old car because it was useless and getting a new one. You're not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. Also, don't worry about karma. In such a divine totality, so to speak, for using that metaphor, a little bit cringe, but I'll use terminology that the average person would comprehend. In such a situation, there would be no karma. because there is no right and wrong. They do not exist. So, yeah, don't worry too much. That's the message of this video. Don't worry. Everything's fine. You don't need to worry about whether you're alive or dead because there's no such thing. They do not exist. Your physical body can be retired. It can be crashed. It can be, sold away, so to speak. You get rid of a car. But the atoms of the car don't go away now, do they? Even if it's crushed and incinerated, the atoms are still there. The particles are still there. The car is technically still there. It's just in a completely different form. Now it's in a bunch of plants and animals that eat the plants, and so on and so on forth. And so the spiral of life continues on this planet. And the same is true of the universe. When a star explodes, its atoms aren't going anywhere. They simply fly out into space and they get absorbed by other stars, other planets, and so forth. Well, I mean, the star is technically still there. It's just in a different form now, isn't it? It's begun to incorporate itself into other places. Well, it's not dead. The physical body is no longer recognizable, but the essence of it, the essence, you could use that term as well, is still entirely there. That's about all. Peace out.